Yo, what up, world? 502 King Paul coming to y'all with another video, man. A quick message I want to put out for y'all. I think it'll be extremely beneficial for a lot of people, man. Somebody needs to hear this that's watching this video. Never, ever, ever forget where you came from, man. Never forget where you came from. So many people are dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, just straight up discontentment in their life, man, because they are forgetting where they came from. And I try to tell myself this all the time. Remember where you came from. Every time I get down about, my circumstances or what I want in life, or I'm not where I want to be in life, or, just anxiety about the future and things that I want to obtain, goals that I want to achieve, man, I just try to remind myself, man, remember where you came from. If you just take a moment and really reflect on the things that you have been through and the things you are able to overcome, you'll be so much more grateful about where you're at today. I mean, I look back on my life and it was times when I didn't have a vehicle, times where I didn't know how I was going to eat, times where, I didn't have a roof over my head. I didn't have the money to pay the bills. I didn't have all these different things, man. And I look at how far I've come. And every time that I start to get upset, every time I start to get down at myself, man, every time that I just fall off into sadness, I have to take a moment and just reflect, man, like, where did you come from? You got to remember those days. Because if you don't remember those days, then you'll always not be content with life. You'll always be unhappy. You'll always be fighting off depression because you'll constantly be thinking about all of the things that you want to do and where you're not at and all of your failures in life. You're thinking about all these different things, man, and it's weighing heavy on you. When instead you have to flip your mind, man, and constantly think about, man, where was I years ago? Where was I at years ago? And not only about where you came from as far as your own life, but think about your family, your family's lineage, man. Think about, I know a lot of people here in America are immigrants, whether we were brought here by slavery or we were just, we migrated over here. Some people migrated over here from different countries to make a new way, a new life for themselves. And you have to think about your parents' parents. Think about the things that they had, the things that they had to go through. This generation right now, it's a lot of crazy things going on in the world. It's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, but you don't have to worry about walking down the street, and being sprayed down by water hoses, having dogs sicked on you. You don't have to worry about those kinds of things. The inequalities that we had, the overt racism that was going on inside of this country and many other countries around the world. You just don't see that. You do have that, the subtle racism that still goes on. You do have subtle inequalities, but the laws that are put in place now, man, the rights that we have as human beings, you have to think about all of this, man. We are living in it's a great time to be alive. I know the world is crazy, but it is a great time to be alive. And you really just have to constantly think about those things that you overcame before in the past, because that's going to be a driving motivation for today. When you look back on all of the heartache, all of the trauma that you had to go through, when you think about all the backstabbing, those friends that you thought were going to be there, that spouse that you thought was going to be there that left you, those people who forsook you, they thought it was over with for you. They thought that they counted you out, they counted you down, but you still made it. And I want y'all to think about where we came from in another way too, man. Think about the God that you came from. Think about the God that created the universe is the same God that created you, man. The same God that created you. All those feelings and emotions that you have, those all come from a higher power. Those come from God. We get our feelings from God. God gets angry. God gets sad. God has all these feelings. The thing that separates us from the animals out here, y'all see them outside, the thing that separates us from a lot of the animals, man, is that they don't have the same thought process that we do. They don't have those same emotions that we do, to where we're feeling that anxiety, we're feeling sad, we're feeling angry. They don't have that, or they're not conscious about it. It's just an animal instinct that kicks in. But we have a consciousness, man. We have a soul. And y'all really have to think about this, man. Every time that you get down, every time that you get depressed, think about what you've already been through. If you're caught up in a situation right now, you're trying to figure out, how am I going to get out of this situation? How am I going to do better? How am I going to make a way? Think about all the other times where a way was made for you. Think about that. Think about all the things that you've overcome inside of your life. I know a lot of people, man, are trying to stop whatever their addictive substance is inside of their life. Some people's trying to stop smoking weed. Some people's trying to stop popping pills. Some people want to stop drinking alcohol. But you have to think, man. You just got to think, how many other things have you overcame to try to take your life, man? How many other things have come up against you and failed? You have to keep this in mind. Man, y'all are blessed. You are blessed. Whoever's watching this video, you are blessed, whether you see it or not. It's all about a mind state, man. If you can just look back over your life and think how many times your life could have ended. Think about how many things that you overcame. It will drive you today. It will drive you today. It should be motivation for you today. So I just wanted to put that out there, man. Somebody that's watching this needed to see that video. Somebody needed to hear this in this exact moment. I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. Every time that I say this, every time something falls on my heart that I have to get off, man, somebody always comes in the comments and says, man, right on time. Right on time. And that's why I do it, man. I'm telling you, this is YouTube. It's not making me rich. It's not giving me an extravagant lifestyle. It's not. I work hard for what it is that I have inside of my life. This is something that I'm doing surely because I want to do it. It's out of my heart. Things fall on my heart. And God gives me things, and I choose to speak on these things in the moments that I do because I'm convicted to in my spirit, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all like anything about it, anything at all, take a moment, go down below, just give me a thumbs up. It helps to get it out into the algorithm and get more eyes on the video. Get this to more people that need to see it, man. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed till next time. 502 King Paul. I'm out of here, man.